Hey you guys, this is YouTube channel Shailene Music, but guess what? Shailene Music is now changing and evolving to Shailene Music
and more.
Alright, so first we want to read a book. Sorry, Izzy.
It's okay.
We want to read a book to our niece. They're cousins, Alyssa. We love you, Alyssa. This is Auntie Shay. That's who?
India.
That's who?
Uncle Barry.
That's who?
Uncle Izzy.
Do you not know Uncle? Alright. The book is called A Fairy Frost. By Disney Fairies. Alright? Okay. A cool breeze blew through Ranny's open window. She pulled her blanket higher and snuggled down in her bed. It had gotten cold overnight. She soon began to doze off again. Here's a picture, Alyssa. Or any other kids. See, she's dozing off. All of a sudden, her eyes snapped open. She sat straight up. Cold? Pixie Hollow really got cold. The last time was... She couldn't remember. See right there? Alright. Next page.
Just how cold
Was it?
was it? Rena knew one way to check. Rena was a water talent fairy. That meant she could make magic with water. She reached towards the water jug by her bed. She poured a stream of water into the cold breeze. She held it there and thought. Ice thoughts. She thought of snowflakes, slushy puddles, and icicles. In a flash, the water froze in an arc over her bed. Yes! It was cold enough for a frost party.
Rena leaped out of her bed. She dashed to her wardrobe. She found a cocoon coat and dandelion fluff scarf. She put them on. Then she rushed out the door.
She rushed out the door. See, Alyssa? Or any other child out there?
Okay, next page. Ranny ran all the way to the weather station. Most fairies would have flown, but Ranny wasn't like most fairies. She didn't have wings, so her feet were the best way to get from place to place. Here's the picture.
At the weather station, the weather talent fairies were hard at work. Ranny ran over to Nimbus. Ranny, can you believe this cold snap? Girl, I can't believe. He was so excited. It's wonderful, Ranny gushed. She grabbed his arm. How long will it last? Well, you probably need to see the whole thing. You see, Ranny, the other person. Nimbus shrugged. I don't know, he said. All day? A few hours? He looked at the sky. Clouds rushed by. It's hard to tell. All day? Ranny cut in. That's perfect! She didn't stay any longer. She had a frost party to throw.
Ranny couldn't wait to tell the other fairies and Spiral Men. She came across two messenger talent fairies, Rolo and Spring, emptying the fairy letterbox. Today is the frost party, and she said to them, let's all go out to Minnow Lake and tell everyone to dress warmly. a frost party. Spring clapped her hands together. Letters scattered right and left. This is the best news I've heard in ages.
That's a sound effect.
Granny went to find her fellow water talent fairies. She would need her help. First she asked Silver Mist, then Spritzy and Himida or whatever. Weird names.
Wordy. Look at that. Which picture do you like best? Which one is the prettiest? I think I like this because of this pretty flower. What do you like? Comment below.
One after another, the water talents agreed to help. Before long, a whole row of them stood at the edge of Minnow Lake. Around them, other fairies and sparrowmen were starting to gather. They wore warm clothing, gloves, scarves, hats, and coats. All the water talents grabbed hands. The lake looked very big. Could they really freeze it? Rennie hoped this would work.
Rennie closed her eyes. She squeezed Silver Mist and Tally's hands. Together, all the water talents thought ice cold thoughts. Ice cold, ice cold. Rennie opened one eye a little. Nothing was happening. She closed it again and tried harder. Look, look! Rennie heard Tinkerbell cry out. It's freezing! Ah, look what happened, guys. It's starting to freeze over. You see? Rennie opened her eyes. Ice was spreading across the top of the water. Silver Mist flew to the middle of the lake. She landed lightly on the ice. Then she jumped up and came down on the ice harder. It was solid! Let the frost party begin! Rennie cried. Hooray!
Hooray! Tinkerbell yelled. She was the first one to reach the lake. She slid and slid across the ice in her slippers. Tink, you forgot your skates, Perel called. Rosetta showed off her new hooded willow cape. Him had made it for her. I've been waiting just for the right time to wear it, Rosetta told Iris.
See her coat? What color is that coat? Do you know? Comment below.